And listen, I understand the attraction of radical grace. I was a big time legalistic person. So I know that's why people go to that message, because people don't know how to separate within themselves their own born again spirit, their own born again spiritual soul, their spiritual mind from their natural mind. So therefore, these people are filled with legalism. They think every thought that passes through their head means they've sinned in that thought. And these people, they don't find any rest. So when somebody comes and preaches, all sin is forgiven, you don't have to repent, past, present, future sins, it's all taken care of Christ, that becomes so restful to them, because it frees them in the moment from having to be double-minded over every thought they have. They just beat themselves up over every thought. So this gives them that rest, but the problem is it's a wrong path, because what you're going to begin to do is, not only are you going to be freed from thoughts in your mind that you think are, how do I explain this? Lord, help me explain this. In other words, not only do you sense the relief from those thoughts that were beating you up, that were wrong to begin with, and that's not the problem. Of course, it's good to be relieved of thoughts in your head that you're blaming yourself for when you shouldn't. So that's not the problem with radical grace. The radical grace is the only reason you now have that peace is because they're now allowing you to justify that it's okay for sin. So in the beginning, everything seems fine. You probably go into church, a little whistle on your lips, you have a light step. Everything's wonderful because you feel peaceful, that you're set free from these legalistic thoughts that are bad. I'm not saying legalistic thoughts aren't bad. But the problem is you don't know how to separate that from, separate those legalistic thoughts from righteousness that you should be doing. So therefore, slowly but surely, sin gets in there. And even though you may recognize, okay, well, sin's probably not good that I'm doing that. But then you think, okay, but if I let go of this doctrine that I'm believing, then I'm just going to go back to the legalistic way I was before, and I don't want to do that. So therefore, you keep justifying to yourself that it's okay to follow a radical grace, and slowly but surely you then are allowing all kind of sin in your life because you don't want to let go of the freedom you sense from the legalism.